going on? Everyone's changing. Used to be so clear. Now everything's crazy. And in the
So who starts? Okay, I'm Trevor. And I'm Trevor. So they asked us to do an introduction about Occupy Groundswell to try and explain how this happened. I think it started when we suspected there were lots of people, just like us, that wanted to see changes on our planet, or were living out values along that line. We thought most likely millions of them. We now have proven research that it's in the hundreds of millions worldwide. So we suspected they were, and we were making lots of assumptions about them. But it became this ongoing vision that we had to make something huge, never seen before, global, to bring people together, to leverage the tribe, to tell one of the greatest stories in our modern era. But it had to remind us of the kind of movies that we watched over and over. The kind of movies that made us want to watch movies. Big screen movies, massive in scope, but relevant to normal life, to human beings, and how they feel about the future. It would have to have drama, intrigue, comedy. We wanted romance and heroes. But it had to be informative, philosophical, validated, informative and transparent, with lots of entertainment and action. Lots of action. To keep you interested. Set in the present. And in the past. And in the future. Why leave out the future? The bigger the fantasy got, the more outrageous it seemed. Until this book. About the cultural creatives. By Dr. Paul Ray in San Francisco, describing a new culture. And the moment each of us read it, we knew this was it. We understood why we were doing this. And who for? You. It had become extremely clear that we had to make a movie about the millions of people living a more sustainable and ethical lifestyle, based on real stories and in-depth research. It took us about 2 years of research, development and design. We were extremely nervous, but took the risk to fly from Australia to California to meet Dr. Paul Ray. He wrote the book. And if Dr. Paul didn't like it, we would kill the project. Fortunately, he loved the idea. Agreed to work with us. And that was, of course, when everything went wrong. Our bubble burst. Even though we had this incredible cast of committed global thought leaders, experts, writers, designers, producers, directors, it was hard to generate serious interest. We were hearing that it was too complicated. People were telling us this is awesome, courageous, factual, entertaining, what the world needs, what we need. But we don't quite understand it. We don't understand it. The task had become too big for even two of me, so we're reaching out to you. So we've taken to the groundswell of people, individuals and business. Crowdfunding. We didn't give in. Crowdsourcing. Crowdfunding allows the contribution of funds to a project for an incentive return. We like crowdsourcing because we want you involved. We want to hear from you. We want to see you at a location shoot, playing an extra in the movie, flying free to a launch, meeting at an after party. We want to hear your good ideas at a script meeting to help make Occupy Groundswell a better film. We are sourcing the groundswell of people here, not just the dollars needed to make it happen. So, unfortunately, the movie and the whole ongoing media agency concept around it is hard to sell because it's hard to describe. It's hard to reduce. It's hard to help people get their head around it. So we decided to make a really informative web presence. But we wanted to make it clear enough so you could see yourself in it. With packages starting from $95, you can help crowdsource this amazing project and inspire planetary change.
you feel